Does this count as a story time blog? I think it does. It's painful to say, but yes, I think this does classify as a story time blog. I've officially sunk to my lowest point. There's no point. There's some pretty dark places with all this, but here we are. Let me explain what I've been doing over the past 4 days. To put it completely bluntly, I was in A&E. Well, initially, I was in A&E. Then I was in the hospital. Then I was just at home doing stuff. Sorry if I seem a bit out of it. I've just taken one of my prescriptive painkillers, diclofenac sodium. I do not normally use painkillers, and after this experience, I'm never going to. Because I currently am feeling completely out of it. I'm still making the video because I care about you guys. So, what have I been up to? Well, I'll take it back to the start. Thursday, I realized something was kind of wrong with me. What was that? I had a disease known as perineal abscess. Do not look it up on Google Images. You will lose your lunch. So, at the end of my half day on Thursday, called Dad, I think I'm ill. He freaked out and immediately he came over, picked me up, and this is the first twist. Normally I'm sent to my GP, who then drives me to a hospital. I was sent directly to A&E. Like, directly there. This was pretty freaky for me. I actually thought something cool was gonna happen. And to be honest, something pretty cool did happen. So, I arrived. I was set up for everything. My granddad dropped me off, told me as to keep me posted. We went in for a preliminary check, the usual blood pressure, how would you rate your pain, every normal check. So, blood oxygen level. Actually, I think it's the checks for blood oxygen level, heart rate, and what was the other one? And what was the other? And blood pressure. That went well. Headed back in. My dad told me he was gonna go outside, check out everyone else. And while he was gone, two things happened. First of all, I had a bit of a wet feeling in my pants. And I thought, alright, what on earth is happening? Second of all, I was called up to the ward. I had only come to say, hey Dad, I'm going in, before I was drizzled into the ward. I was in the kind of main sub-ward before we get to an actual ward. I'm trying so hard to avoid using the word that is the superlative of the thing below love. So I was in there. I was told to go inside. Let me check the abscess. The next 3 words. Well, it wasn't 3 words. It was more like 4. So it's 4. The abscess has burst. It had burst while I was waiting. my perineal abscess, which was supposed to, be very painful to organise, it had offed itself while waiting for my execution. The executioner shot himself. However, after it was all patched up, which took 2 doctors and a lot of swabs, it wasn't very clean. I was told you could either go home now, good, or the options I took, you can stay here, get an operation, get to the bottom of this. The 4 times I've been in hospital, they've all been for the same disease, perianal abscess. Perianal abscess. I wanted to figure out, first of all, what just fell off my nose, and second of all, is there something causing it? What's wrong? Like having antivirus, I don't want to know. Like I said, if I zoom a bit off in the air, it's because I've taken my diclofenac. So I was carted off to the emergency ward, and there was one other woman in there from the strange pain and the multiple relatives coming in. I had to guess she started giving birth. I was told, stay here, you'll be out of here in about 5 or 10 minutes. We're waiting for a bed over the short stay surgical unit, SSSU. Once you've done that, you'll be in for an operation, and then it'll all be sorted, and I should be back at home on Friday. At 8 o'clock, I came in about 6. I was aware I was probably going to get surgery, so I hadn't eaten a thing since 7 o'clock the previous night. And then, well, let me timeline it. 2 o'clock, I arrived. 2:15, abscess burst. 3 o'clock, I signed the kind of consent form that I'm alright with the operation going forward. 4 o'clock, arrive ready for my operation. 8 o'clock, yeah, you're not going to get operated on that soon, so we'll take you up to short surgical ward. 9 o'clock, or parents and younger brother came over to visit me. Very nice of them. Midnight, I'm sorry, we don't see you getting operated on in the next 12 hours. Have a little snack. 8 o'clock, alright, you're going in for an operation now. And did I mention that for that painful, nearly 30-hour-long period, I did not get anything to eat, and it made more bad for me. At 6 o'clock, so I'll go around with hot food, and I was literally there in my room. I was being moved from one to the other. I had to walk past the hot food trolley as they were serving. 9 o'clock, parents have left. Evening snacks. I had to listen to people being offered sandwiches. It was a nil by mouth sign above my bed was just... Ugh. So yeah, after a lot that basically trial by fire. Sorry, I just accidentally increased the mic volume. That's alright with you. After that trial by fire, I got off to the operation room about 8 AM. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat. Cut it off, and normally when I was younger, it was the last time I'd been in hospital. I was like 12. Currently I'm about to turn 18. I was normally given, alright, in your arm, you shove this thing in, quite painful, but just looks the other way. Put in the anesthetic, you're out like a light in a minute. You wake up a bit later, everything is fine. Not this time. The drip was in about 12 hours before the operation, but that's because I was being I was hooked up to an IV and given water because I was really thirsty, and so my mouth still felt like this Sahara desert. After that, I was carted off into the anesthetic ward, which was before the main operation ward. However, before that, separate room, waiting area, about 2 minutes, had to confirm everything. I was given in, and then I was given the following things in this order. Saline solution, yep, I can feel it going up my arm. Second thing, 2 rounds of incredibly powerful painkillers. As in, after the first one had gone in, I could see colours and hear shapes. And finally, I was given a bit of oxygen to breathe to kind of calm me down before they finally gave me the anaesthetic. Hour later, I was waking up, still a bit, giddy from it. And I was informed, yeah, I was completely wasted time when we found nothing. So what was causing it? What caused me to have 4 different things? What was I doing wrong? Sorry. I got a bit. Oof. So, after that, I was given a basic rundown of what's going to happen now. I was being discharged on Friday. I was told, don't go to school. It didn't really matter, I was already late. And I was told, for the next 2 days, rest and recuperate. I was had to have my packing changed because I didn't want the wound healing quick enough and forming another abscess, which I knew. I've had 3 of them, I know what to expect. Actually, I've had 4 now. And, well, like I said, I was sent on my way. At home. Woo, all hell. Had McDonald's dinner. Delicious, not sponsored. And basically conked out in a chair. For the next 2 days, so that being Saturday and today, had my packing changed, and I think that kind of brings you up to date with my life. Something interesting happened. I mean, I'm looking up at the elapsed time. I'm gonna try and keep this under 15 minutes. I mean, I was planning to have some conversation with the viewers, unfortunately, it's got a grand total of 1. Still kudos to the one due to watching. All do that, I don't discriminate. So, that was a basic rundown of the last 4 days with me. Overall, kind of interesting. So, for the people in CHS who watch my videos, if I don't turn up for school tomorrow, now you know why. This has been Youngstar signing out. I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday.